At just 21 years old, Emiliana Guerra is the youngest player on this list. Hailing from Venezuela and currently living in Miami, she is a former gymnast and teen CrossFit Games athlete. She has emerged as one of the strongest female players on the Lions, having cleared the heaviest bar in every ladder in 2023, but is so versatile. She is also relied upon to perform very high-skill gymnastics in critical situations. This two-time leukemia survivor is an inspiration coming back from facing death to be a world-class performer in multiple disciplines. Originally from Arizona, but recently moving to Orlando, Matt Cable is an Air Force veteran and has competed on a national stage as a Titan Games and Warrior Games competitor. He is a workhorse for the brigade, soaking up an enormous amount of weight-moving responsibilities for the team. Brigade teammate Aaron Medina is next on the list and also a fan of the barbell. Medina is a personal trainer out of Texas and a self-proclaimed clang and banger extraordinaire. Listed at 5'7", 190 pounds, he is one of the smallest players in the grid league to earn the closer responsibility, which is to lift the heaviest barbells on the grid in key situations. Paula Lays is the 2019 Grid League MVP and is well known for being the first female ever to perform butterfly muscle-ups in the Florida Grid League. Originally from Argentina, Paula lives in Miami, where she personal trains clients out of her garage gym. She gives the Lions extremely valuable high-level gymnastics abilities and still performs feats on the grid that no other female has. Caitlin Dent Hernandez is one of only 4 rookies on this list, having signed with the Breakers in 2023 as a strength specialist out of Boynton Beach, Florida. This collegiate softball player is a lifelong competitor, but fairly new to Olympic lifting and CrossFit. She has clearly picked it up quickly and has had immediate top-level impact in the Breakers' strength department. Having entered the league in 2021, Cody Schaefer is one of the Florida Grid League's most improved players in that time. He is a CrossFit coach based just north of Miami and a South Beach Palms bodyweight specialist whose impact score in 2023 has surpassed some of the best male bodyweight specialists in the league. Listed at 4 foot 11 inches, Marissa Oxenford is one of the smallest players on the grid, but is also regarded as one of the fastest. As a collegiate gymnast for Temple University out of Philadelphia, she developed a love for competition and world-class ability she now displays on the grid for the brigade. She is currently a physical therapist out of Tampa, Florida. This former D1 hockey player, Jessie Coleman, first signed to the Breakers in 2022, commuting from the Boston area. After that season, she decided to move to Boynton Beach, Florida with her teammate and now roommate, Vita Vennerkind, where she resides as coach of CrossFit Boynton Beach. She brings top-level strength to the grid for the Breakers, but also, as a former gymnast, brings unique ability for a strength specialist, including extremely fast handstand walks. Growing up in gymnastics, playing soccer, and having a stint as an NCAA diver, Valerie Gunning has lots of competitive experience that is very valuable to the Southwest Florida Sharks. Residing in Naples, Florida, she has the strength to frequently clear ladders, but is best known for her world-class ability on her hands. As an example, she is one of only 2 females to ever perform the full 80-foot handstand sled drag in a race. Heather Hudson is a 6-time Steve Austin Broken Skull Challenge winner, a 2-time All-Star in the Legends Football League, a record-holding Olympic weightlifter, and top-level utility player for the South Beach Palms. Included in her many accomplishments athletically is one historic mark she left in the Florida Grid League as the first female to perform a full set of backup prize on the grid. She is originally from Virginia, but resides in South Florida as general manager for a large gym. As the reigning 2022 MVP, this former gymnast and CrossFit Games team competitor is also the first mom ever to win the MVP award. Having started her Grid League career playing 2 seasons for the Gainesville Wild, she made the switch to the Southwest Florida Sharks in 2023 and can be seen in just about every race on the grid. She is mother to her son Maddox and a gymnastics and CrossFit coach based in Minnesota. Originally from Puerto Rico, Alex Olivares was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds in 2007 as an outfielder and went on to a multi-year minor league career before moving to South Florida, where he currently resides. He is a remote fitness programmer with focus on blending CrossFit and bodybuilding. Alex is the quintessential utility player, having ability pretty much anywhere on the grid, and is responsible for a huge portion of the Breakers' reps. Alex Alvarez is the only player in the FGL to have played for 3 different teams and win a championship with 2 of them. A large contributor in bodyweight elements on all 3 teams, he first won a championship with the Lions in 2018, then in 2019 and 2021 with the Miami Freaks. Currently based in Miami, Alex is a veteran leader on the Daytona Venom in addition to being a high performer. After a devastating ankle injury in 2022, Christopher Siofi bounced back in 2023 and grew to become an even more valuable bodyweight specialist for the brigade, nicknamed Ninja by his team. Chris is a contender for top speed in most any bodyweight element. After going to school at Penn State, Chris is currently a structural engineer based in Tampa, Florida. An Army vet based in Atlanta, Patrick Long first played grid in 2021 for the Gainesville Wild, ending in a runner-up championship appearance. He rejoined the Wild in 2023 after a year off and quickly re-established himself as a staple on the roster. As one of the taller players in the league, he often gets height-related assignments, such as the ever-important burpee to 9-foot 9-inch ring touch, in addition to many heavy assignments. He is a coach for Blacklisted HQ living in Atlanta. As the second of 4 rookies on this list, Ryan DeMatti is a standout as far as volume of work on the Orlando Aces. Given the Aces are a deep team and tend to spread work out among many players, the fact Ryan has chosen to perform such a high percentage of reps is a testament to his speed and range. Ryan lives in the relatively small town of Alexandria in central Louisiana. A former collegiate gymnast, Briley Hansen first found her groove on the grid for the Tampa Bay Brigade, where she won Utility Player of the Year in 2019. She has since taken over leadership of the Southern Conference team, the South Beach Palms. She contributed top-level utility ability in 2023 despite battling an elbow injury all year. Originally from Idaho, she currently lives in Fort Lauderdale. Joseph Jojo Gomez is a big personality on the grid, getting his start as a grid league strength specialist on the Miami Freaks, where he won a title in 2021. In 2022, Jojo was an assistant coach for the Daytona Venom, while he took a year off to get surgery on his knee. Making his return to the grid in 2023, he improved throughout the year and cemented a massive role on the team in later matches. He is currently a police officer in Miami. Jess Kresme is one of only 2 players on this list to have performed in every single season of the Florida Grid League's existence. She also won the first championship ever with the Tampa Bay Brigade. Keeping up with the league-wide talent growth is an impressive feat on its own, and she keeps performing near the top as she did in 2023, sometimes referred to as the Burpee Queen. She is known for her ability to maintain top-level speed while performing standards clearly, so she rarely gets faulted. Originally from Buffalo, New York, she is a nutrition and CrossFit coach based in Tampa, Florida. If you could sum up Nick Shappy's ability in one word, it would be fast. Loaded with a wide range of skills and fast-twitch muscle fiber, he is usually the first performer in the match as he jump-starts partner forward. He started his FGL career on the Gainesville Wild, but came over to the Sharks in 2023 along with Sammy Nally, previously mentioned. He is a gym owner, husband, and father based out of South Carolina. An Army veteran from Wisconsin, Vita Vetterkind first found Grid League in 2022 and realized she had a chance to thrive when she was a top performer in some of the American Grid Trials tests. Vetterkind made some great connections with her team and decided to move to South Florida before the 2023 season with previously mentioned teammate Jesse Coleman. Now she regularly sits in top impact score performances, including the top strength specialist impact score league-wide in 2023. As the second native Venezuelan mentioned on this list, alongside teammate Emiliana Guerra, Mario Santella is also one of the longest tenured players on the list. When he first won a championship with the Lions in 2018, he didn't play as pivotal a role, but since then has not only kept up with the league-wide increase in talent, he has outpaced it, becoming an absolutely integral part of the Lions strategy and a top 5 impact performer in the league. He lives in Miami and is a 2-time CrossFit Games team athlete alongside Lions teammate Laura Sanchez. This former gymnast and multi-year CrossFit Games team competitor, Eric Cardona, has been among top performers in the league every year he has played, including the first Lions championship year in which he won MVP of the league. He loves handstand walks and rope climbs so much you might catch him in a Spider-Man suit sometimes. He is a firefighter in South Florida. Former college football wide receiver and 2-time CrossFit Games athlete, once on a team, once as an individual, Griffin Raleigh is one of the strongest male players in the league with a listed clean of 426 pounds and a 500-pound front squat. But it's also one of the fastest players, having beaten bodyweight specialists at burpee elements in the grid trials. He's even performed butterfly muscle-ups, and weighing 205 pounds, is easily the largest player to do so in regulation competition. He is a CrossFit coach based out of Atlanta, Georgia. As a relatively unknown signing to start, this collegiate softball player and two-time Team CrossFit semifinalist out of Atlanta, Amanda Fisher, quickly made her name known in the league. In her very first match, she topped the league-wide impact score. In that match, she also closed a 200-pound clean and jerk for 2 reps to seal the W for the Gainesville Wild. She went on to turn in a top 2 impact score for every match thereafter and has cemented herself in Grid League history as the first ever impact score title winner by a wide margin in 2023.